Hello students, welcome to Engineers Academy. Kindly subscribe my channel if you haven't subscribed it yet. Now we are going to solve this particular problem from Hibbeler statics. So in the problem it is said that if FB magnitude is 700 Newton and FC magnitude is 560 Newton, determine the magnitude and coordinate direction angles of the resultant force acting on the flake pole. So we are given the magnitude of this FB which is acting from A to B and the magnitude of this FC which is acting from A to C. So we have to find the resultant of both of these forces on this flake. So as we know that FB, the Cartesian vector of FB will be equal to FB magnitude times the unit vector from A to B, and this will be equal to FB, and the unit vector from A to B will be equal to the position vector from A to B divided by its magnitude. So we need to find the position vector from A to B. So let me write the position vector from A to B. So how we can write the position vector from A to B? So we need to write the distances that we need to move from A to reach that point B along the positive x, y and z axes, right? So if we want to reach that point B from this point A, so first we need to move 6 meters in the negative k direction, that is in the negative z direction. So I will write minus 6k. Once I reach here, then I need to move 3 meters in the negative y direction. So I need to move 3 meters in the negative j direction. And then once I reach here, from here to here, then I need to move 2 meters in the positive x direction, that is in the positive I direction. So I have to write plus 2I. So this is the position vector from A to B. Now we can find its magnitude as well. So our AB magnitude, we can find it directly using the calculator. So we will take the squares of these components and then we will take the square root. So we can find our AB magnitude 2 square plus 3 square plus 6 square, and then we take the square root, so that will give us the magnitude of that our AB position vector, which comes out to be 7 meters. The units of this is also in meters and this is also in meters. So now I can put those values in here. So FB magnitude is given, which is 700 Newton. So I will write 700, and instead of dividing this position vector by its magnitude, I can write that magnitude or AB here as well, right? So 700 divided by 7 multiply by that position vector, which is 2I minus 3J minus 6K, and 700 Newton divided by 7 will give us 100. So we can write that FB Cartesian vector will be equal to, so I need to multiply this 100 inside, right? So 100 into 2 is 200, 200I minus 300J minus 600K. So this is the Cartesian vector FB, which is acting from A to B. Similarly, we can find that FC, which is acting from A to C. So FC will be FC magnitude times the unit vector from A to C, and we can write that FC and the unit vector from A to C is the position vector from A to C divided by its magnitude. And similarly, FC magnitude is given, which is 560, and we need to find this position vector from A to C. So we will follow that same method. So the position vector from A to C, so in order to reach that point C from this point A, we need to travel again 6 meters in the negative k direction. So I will write minus 6k, and then once I reach here, then I need to move this much distance in the positive y direction, that is in the positive j direction, and this much distance is 2 meters, right, until here. So I will write plus 2j, and then I need to move this 3 meters distance in the positive x direction. So I will write plus 3I. So this is the position vector from A to C, and if I find the magnitude of this, So again we will have that same value. So this is 3 square plus 2 square plus 6 square. So this is 7, right? So our AC magnitude is again 7 meters, and this is also in meters. So now I can write that FC Cartesian vector. So I can write this as FC divided by this magnitude. So FC magnitude is 560 divided by 7, this are AC, into the position vector, which is 3I plus 2J minus 6K. So 560 divided by 7 gives us 80. So this is 80, and FC Cartesian vector equals to, so this is 240I, we need to multiply this, then this is 160J minus, this is 480K. Now in the problem we are asked to determine the magnitude and coordinate direction angles of the resultant force. So the resultant force will be equal to the summation of FB plus FC. So we need to add the corresponding components. We need to add the I component with I and J component with J. So FR will be equal to, so this is 200 plus 240, so this is 440I, and minus 300 plus 160, so minus 300 plus 160 is minus 140, so this is minus 140J, and minus 600 minus 480, so this is 1080, minus 600 minus 480, so this is minus 1080K. So this is the Cartesian vector representation of the resultant. Now to find the magnitude, so the magnitude we can find it directly. We need to take the square of each component, and then we need to take the square root. So this is 440 square plus 140 square plus 1080 square, and then under the square root. So the magnitude comes out to be 1174.56. So we can say that it is approximately 1175 newtons. Now we can write this resultant force in terms of the coordinate direction angles, right? So we can write that FR cos of alpha, FR is the magnitude, so cos of alpha I plus FR cos of beta j plus FR cos of gamma k, and alpha, beta and gamma are the angles of the resultant with the positive x, y and z axes respectively. So now we need to compare the components, right? So we can say that FR cos of alpha is equal to 440, right? So FR cos of alpha equals to 440, or we can say that cos of alpha equals to 440 divided by FR, and FR magnitude is 1175. This is FR magnitude, so this is 1175. And if you want to find alpha, so then we have to consider cos inverse, right? So this will be, alpha will be equal to cos inverse of this ratio. Similarly we can write this beta, if we compare this and this, so beta will be equal to cos inverse this minus 140 divided by this magnitude, so this is 1175. And similarly gamma will be equal to cos inverse this minus 1080 divided by its magnitude, which is 1175. So we can find it using calculator. So cos inverse 440 divided by 1175, so this is alpha, which is 68 degree, then this is minus 140, 96.84, beta is, and similarly gamma will be minus 1080. So this gives me 156.80. So gamma is 156.80. 56.80 degrees. So in the problem statement we were asked to find the magnitude of the resultant. So the magnitude of the resultant is 1175 Newton, or we can say that it is 1.18 kilonewton, and it is making 68 degrees with the positive x-axis, 96.84 with the positive y-axis, and 156.80 with the positive z-axis. So this is the solution of this particular problem. I hope you people would have understood this solution. Kindly subscribe my channel if you haven't subscribed it yet. Also like this video if you people want me to solve such more problem from Hibbeler statics.